Hello YouTubers, this is Kurt in the World back at you again with another video. Today I want to talk about the 4 psychic abilities that you might have. And for me to do this, I'm basically just going to show you a chart and then I'm going to talk back and forth where you'll see me and then you'll see me do the thing. So let me turn this around here. Let's get started. I'll turn this around and we'll definitely talk about what are the 4 psychic abilities and how can you develop it, what can you feel and sense from it, and basically what can you do to help others and stuff. So let's get started. Let me turn this around here real quick. Okay, so now we're looking at my computer here. Basically these are the 4 psychic abilities. I'm basically just going to pick them out randomly, and then we'll basically just go over it and do a review. So the first one I want to talk about is the Cleric Stance right here. Cleric Stance, is basically the ability to receive information through other senses or emotion. And what this means is that you're using to feel for your hands, your face, your feet. You can also smell and taste. A lot of smell comes from, people say, well, I smell cologne, perfume, cigarette smoke, a favorite food, With me, I've been a Cleric Stance since I was 5 years old. And I developed it by feeling and touching through my hands. Sometimes I can feel a tingling sensation in my face, but I'm mostly going around and I have my hands out and I'm touching the walls, I'm touching the rooms. I'm just going around trying to feel what energy that is putting off. So if you have the psychic ability of Cleric Stance, which you probably do because 99% of people has the ability of Cleric Stance. This is one of the easiest abilities that a person has. And you can say, well, Curtis, I don't feel or sense anything. Well, you got to think, we live in a modern world that does not want you to focus on these energies. But you have the ability of Cleric Stance. You have the ability to receive information through other senses and emotions. You can also be, with the Cleric Stance, you can also pick up people's emotions, vibes, energies, negative, positive energies. You can also pick up spirits' emotions like I do. I pick up spirits' emotions and negative vibes, positive energy, positive vibes, that sort of thing. So basically the Cleric Stance is basically the clair of feeling. Basically, you're not a medium, you're not considered a medium, you're more considered as a spirit feeler. That's what I've been called, and that you're basically feeling the spirit's presence, or you're feeling people's emotions and all that. So the next one I want to do is basically the number 1. That's the Clairvoyance. It's the ability to receive mental images or actual events. Meaning that if you have this, which if you do have this, you're going to have all 4 of these too. Mediums, to get to Clairvoyance, you got to develop the other 3 abilities and then work up. It's kind of like a ladder effect. Some people tell me, well, Curtis, I didn't have to do the ladder effect. I grew up and I had the abilities of clairvoyance where you're able to speak with ghosts. Ghosts are able to speak with you. Spirits are able to basically give you information through actual events, kind of like a Final Destination moment, that kind of thing. But yeah, to get to clairvoyance, you have to understand the other 3 steps, and that's basically starting either with clairconsciousness or Cleric Stance. If you have the Cleric Stance, then I say go up to clairaudience and then go up from there. But going back to clairvoyance, clairvoyance is basically the ability to basically communicate with spirits and spirits communicating with you, spirits showing you, or you basically know what is going to happen in someone's future, or how to do a reading, to speak with a loved one, that sort of thing. So clairvoyance is nice. I mean, you would be considered a medium then, because usually mediums know about everything, about what's going to happen in someone's life. Are you going to have a career change? Are you going to have wealth? Are you going to have health issues? That kind of thing. So Like I said, clairvoyance is number one. It always will be number one for you to be a medium. So if you want to be a medium in real life, then I say you need to read this chart and see which one feels good to you, and then go with that to develop. So on to the next one. I'm going to talk about clear consciousness. Its ability to have ideas, thoughts directly from spirits, spirits in as a telepathic or simply knowing. What I like about this is that basically the care consciousness. I've met a lot of people that was able to like dream about somebody, and then the next day they would know what's going to happen to this person, or the spirits in that dream was showing them stuff that they needed to know about. You know what I'm saying? Clair consciousness is probably one of the simplest ones you could do, especially with Cleric Stance. Clair consciousness is basically the number one on the ladder. Everybody has this. 99% people have Cleric Stance and Clair consciousness. It's basically the two easiest ones to really pick up and to develop. It's not that hard to develop either two of those. It gets more harder with the clairaudience and clairvoyance. Those are going to be your two struggles right there. Try to understand, develop it. But with Clair consciousness, you're basically just communicating either in your dream or spirits are trying to show you stuff. It's just simply you're going to know what's going to happen. So if you dreamed about an airplane going down, then more or less that airplane is going to go down. If your friend is cheating on his wife or girlfriend or boyfriend, more or less that's going to happen. You're simply knowing what happening in people's life or what the spirits are trying to show you in that. And it's basically a telepathic too as well. You know, it could be ideas and thoughts directly from a spirit, like I told you. If a spirit wants you to know that, well, hey, your husband's cheating on you, then they're going to let you know about that. They're going to show you stuff. They're going to let you sense that for yourself. And I know that's probably not the best idea to do, but I'm just letting you know I'm using those as an example that the spirits or whoever you're thinking about, you're going to know something about them. Something's going to reach out to you and say, hey, this is what we need you to know. Can you pass it along? So that's basically what Clair consciousness is about. The last one we're going to talk about is clairaudience. It's basically the ability to attain auditory information, meaning that you won't be able to feel or sense or have any ideas, none of that. Not even clairvoyance. Clairaudience means that you could be sitting in your bedroom, bathroom, living room, and you could hear a spirit talk to you. You know, a spirit could come out to you. If you remember the movie with Patrick Swayze, The Ghost, if you remember, he was always going to Whoopi Goldberg, but she could not see him or anything, but she was able to hear him. Well, that's basically what you're doing. You're not going to see the spirit or anything. You're just going to be able to hear what they're trying to talk to you about. And clairaudience, I've heard that it's easy to pick up, but it's also hard. It's 50-50 really. If you put in the devotion and the time and the patience to develop these psychic abilities, then you're going to have them. You know, you're going to have all four. You know, I have not met someone that says, well, I just only got one, or I have all four, or I have zero. You know, when you start with your physical abilities, psychic abilities, psychic abilities, you're going to develop all four of these no matter what. And if you don't want to develop all four, then develop what feels good to you. If you feel that you're clairvoyance, then go with it. If you feel that you're clairaudience, then go with it. Or, you know, like I said, Clair Stance and Clair consciousness. Go with it. Go with the flow. Remember to follow what your heart tells you and what your mind tells you and what the spirit tells you. If it tells you to have patience and go with it, then I say go with it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to turn back the camera around so you can see me. Okay, so basically you know what the rough idea is about the physical abilities. There's four of them. Now, like I said, I used to probably be a clairvoyance because when I was a little boy at 5, I was able to talk with spirits. They were able to communicate. I was able to see things. But now, the more I get older, I just feel like I got Cleric Stance more than anything, where I mostly is feeling and sensing. When I give off my reading to see a photo, what I do is I basically look at that photo, I put my hands up, I close my eyes, and I just basically feel what is coming to me. And the energy will come to you on any psychic abilities you want. You will know how it feels. It will give off a buzz feeling, a radiant feeling, a tingling feeling. That could be your hands, the whole body, feet, head, whatever is tingling or radiating, then I say use it. Like I said, patience is the #1 thing. You have to have patience to develop psychic abilities. Plus, you got to open yourself up. You have to be a little bit emotional. I say with people with like depression or emotional problems are going to be better psychics because they're already open to emotional things. Now, I'm not saying that some crazy person is going to be a psychic, but I'm just saying, though, they are a little more tuned with the spirit world and in our world. It doesn't, and like I said, I'm just trying to tell you that a crazy person can be a psychic, but in the case you want to develop, you really have to have patience. In order to have patience, you got to be able to try it. Now, I'm going to tell you, most time within the first 6 months, you're really not going to experience anything unless you're fast of getting the process down. But if you're just a beginner, about the 7th to 8th month, you'll start noticing. Really, about a year, you'll start noticing. But this will give you better thoughts about how to be disciplined, how to be ready for whatever emotions are going to be thrown out there, that sort of thing. So patience and be able to do the work is going to be your biggest thing. And it could be your biggest downfall. I know people have their lives. I know that you have to work, and that's understandable. But if you really want to be a psychic and you really want to have these abilities, then I suggest that you can watch. There's tons of YouTube videos. I know some of my friends that are real life mediums. They have posted videos like you wouldn't believe on YouTube. I say first thing you need to do is research what you need to do first. Then start watching YouTube videos and then start practicing. Practicing is one of the easiest things. The first thing you can do is meditate. You can meditate for 20 minutes one day and then switch off to an hour and a half or an hour. But what you need to do is just focus on how can you develop that energy. And it's really not hard, but it's just a matter of time how you can develop it and go with it. Now, like I said, I've had this gift since I was 5 years old, so I've had plenty of practices, mistakes, ups and downs, you name it, you know what I'm saying? But if you really want to do this, then I suggest go on my Facebook page, look up Curtis Bridges, the Spirit Filler, and take a look at my page. And if you got any questions, feel free to comment on this video or comment on my Facebook page, and I'll be more than glad to help you to develop your psychic abilities, or at least talk to you and show you the way that you need to do. So I want to say thank you for watching this video. I know it was kind of a little long for it, but I just wanted to get this information out there so that you know on what steps you need to take and everything. Plus, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and please like the video, and that you will be seeing more videos from me. If you want to see a video that is more like goes more in details about psychic abilities or powers or witchcraft or anything that you want me to do a video on, please comment that below and I'll do a video on that. But I'm going to basically sign off here saying thanks for watching this. Please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. The more thumbs up and the more subscription will help get these videos more out there. Please feel free to share this video if you like among your friends and family. And like I said, I will see you very soon. Thank you.